Welcome to New Realities. I'm Alan Steinfeld, and tonight's about a very ancient practice. We're going to be talking about the history and the practice and the spiritual traditions of yoga. Tonight's guest is Basile Catomeris, and he's the author of Foundations of Yoga. Thank you, Basile.
Thank you for welcoming us.
Of course. Thank you for being here. No, I've been talking to Basile throughout the last few days, and yoga is not what we think. It's not just postures. It's not just what they call asanas. Yoga is a complex, detailed spiritual practice. So
originally, that we can say.
Your teacher, and his name was
Shyam Sundar Goswami.
Yes.
Is the name, a very ancient name, already found in the Vedas, scriptures and Upanishads. Very ancient name. And we have documented his family for 750 years exactly.
His family.
Documented, yes.
But so he started you in yoga, but I mean, this program is, we want to expose people to the foundations of yoga.
Okay.
So let's start there. And you said before the show we have to agree on terms if we want to discuss the topic. So what is yoga? It's a very basic question, sorry,
yes.
but yoga is not just fancy positions.
Certainly not. We could say that yoga is the core, the heart of Hinduism. To start with.
I didn't know that.
Just as spirituality is the heart of any religion, and conversely, you can say that there is no actual religion or true religion without a sparkling of spirituality.
But how do you, when you say it's the heart of Hinduism, how do you define yoga? Let's start with...
Yoga is found in the Ayurveda. That means all forms, systems of yoga. There were approximately 100 different kinds or systems of yoga. And their source is the most ancient you can imagine in the Ayurveda, which is one of the 4 Vedas.
And Vedas are the ancient scriptures.
Right. Out of them, only 4 main systems are extant, existing, if I mention them, in the chronological order, how they are stated. One of mantra yoga.
The pronouncing of certain Sanskrit syllables to create a higher level of consciousness.
Mantra,
yes.
From etymologically, monos, trano. What is monos? Monos, at the origin, is the origin of the word mens in Latin, mind in English, or mental, or mental in French, monos. Trano is the withdrawal of the mind. In other words, the aim, the final aim of mantra yoga amounts to the same as the other systems, to the withdrawal of the mind. Technically speaking, the implication we can speak about later on. Second one is Hatha Yoga, which is the most widely known in the West, especially, the one on which we are going to speak and perhaps elaborate a little bit more.
Which is the movement.
Well, psychophysical system, we can say, where the body is being used for spiritual development, and which is, unfortunately, in my opinion, limited to these asanas. Asanas are physical, or rather psychophysical postures.
When you say psychophysical, they're not just
psychophysical,
stretching.
Because the mental is always involved in keeping up or performing asana. It is not kind of gymnastics, different gymnastics. It is more than so. This is the second system. The third main system of yoga, or school of yoga, we can say, is Laya Yoga. What is Laya Yoga? It is the science of the chakras. Now, nowadays everyone will speak about chakras, but few people know that the basis of this is Laya Yoga, that discipline, that doctrine which contains the science of the chakras. And my late teacher, Shyam Sundar Goswami, has written a classic book which is called Laya Yoga, simply, with inner traditions. And it is considered by many experts as unique, both in India and in the West.
He goes through the science of chakras.
It is the exposition of the chakras. It took him 12 years to write it. And he was exceptional in that sense that he was not only a hatha yogi, but also initiated into Raja Yoga. So
Okay.
he was a yoga master in a binary pathway. And the fourth
Yes.
is Raja Yoga. What is Raja?
Raja.
is royal. Yes, you say Raja.
R-A-J-A,
Yes.
Raja.
In Sanskrit, Raja Yoga.
Okay.
Raja Yoga. It is also called the royal path.
Raja
Why?
is royal or king.
Yes, right. The Rajas, the Maharajas,
Yeah,
you have
yeah,
heard
yeah,
about
yeah.
the two. But the thing is this, that this royal path is a very difficult path. And it has subdivisions. One of them is Bhakti Yoga. Bhakti is the yoga where the feeling aspect, affection aspect, devotional aspect is fully involved.
That's part of Raja Yoga.
Bhakti, it is one subsidiary, you can say,
Subcategory
subcategory or
Bhakti.
subdivision of Raja Yoga.
Okay.
Again, it requires some advanced mental status to enter into this.
And enter into Bhakti
Into
Yoga.
Bhakti Yoga.
It does, because many
The
people
whole of
think
Raja Yoga, I know that.
you know, the West has gotten a lot of strange concepts. You are a traditionalist, a classicist.
As a Westerner, I know that we are conquerors. We have been conquering many things. Conquering. Not recall about our conquests of different kinds and the bloodshed that they have implied. No. So this is the second main subdivision. The third one, we can say, is Jnana. You will say something else. Jnana.
Subdivision of Raja.
Yes, the yoga of knowledge. Generally, in English, it is translated the yoga of knowledge. Here again, it supposes that the disciple, or rather the student, stands at a high mental level, not intellectual, mental level, to start, not to reach anything, but to start. This is traditionally like that. And one more I can mention to close this Raja Yoga complex, we can say, is Kriya Yoga.
Kriya Yoga, what's that?
It is mostly rituals. Rituals.
Like fire ceremonies.
Yes, they belong. So this is, in a nutshell, the four systems of yoga, of which Hatha Yoga is the most popular and the most known.
Okay. Now, Hatha Yoga, we should concentrate on that a little bit, because this is what your expertise is.
But before that, I will just finish with the structure which is common to those systems.
Okay.
What is the structure of this? It is octuple, eight limbs.
8 limbs.
And it is called in Sanskrit, technically, Ashtanga. Ashta, 8, Anga is limb.
8 limbs to Hatha Yoga? 8 limbs to the four yogas.
Mantra Yoga, Hatha Yoga, Laya Yoga and Raja Yoga all suppose a structure which is common with different approaches.
All 4 have 8 limbs, you're saying?
Right.
Oh, so there's really 32 different limbs.
Well, you do not practice 4 systems at a time. It is out of context.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Each of the 4 basic divisions have 8 subdivisions.
Right. In that sense, we can say that all those yogas are actually, basically, traditionally, Ashtanga Yoga.
Which means
8 limb practice, discipline. 8 limb.
So if you study one of those 4 paths, you have to study the 8
You don't have to, and that you know very well. All those schools that you have here, they practice only 1 limb, generally.
What's
one asana? Postures, that's finished.
So if we talk about Hatha Yoga,
now we
one
go
of the 8 limbs is
to
the asanas, the body movement. And that's all they...
Yes.